Most people believe their life is limited by circumstances, their job, their past, their failures, their environment. But that belief alone is the prison. The truth is far simpler and far more uncomfortable. Your life does not change when your circumstances change. Your life changes when your perception changes. Right now, at this very moment, you're living inside a mental framework you didn't consciously choose. It was handed to you by society, by fear, by repetition. And until you see it, you cannot escape it. Pause for a second and ask yourself something honestly. How many of your daily thoughts are actually useful? Not comforting, not familiar. Useful. Most thoughts are recycled noise. Old worries, imagined futures, regrets dressed as memories. And here's the dangerous part. You mistake these thoughts for who you are, but you are not your thoughts. You are the one watching them. This realization alone is the mental shift that changes everything. Because the moment you stop identifying with every thought, you gain distance. And distance creates power. Think about it. If a thought controls you, you follow it blindly. But if you observe it, you can choose whether to act on it. This is where real freedom begins. Most people never reach this point. They live on autopilot. Wake up, scroll, work, worry, sleep, repeat. Years pass like days. But there are those who step outside the pattern. They don't fight their mind. They understand it. They recognize that the mind is a tool, not a master. And tools are meant to be used consciously. When fear appears, they don't panic. They observe. When doubt arises, they don't surrender. They question. When discomfort shows up, they don't escape. They stay present. Because growth lives on the other side of avoidance. Understand this clearly. Comfort is not peace. Comfort is stagnation. The mind seeks comfort because comfort feels safe. But safety and growth rarely coexist. Every meaningful transformation requires tension. Muscles grow under resistance. Character forms under pressure. Clarity emerges from uncertainty. If your life feels stuck, it's not because you lack motivation. It's because you've been avoiding discomfort. And avoidance slowly erodes confidence. Confidence is not built by positive thinking. It's built by keeping promises to yourself. Small promises, daily promises. When you say you'll do something, and you do it, your mind begins to trust you. Trust becomes self-respect. Self-respect becomes confidence. But when you constantly negotiate with yourself, I'll start tomorrow, I'll do it later, I'll try again next week, you teach your mind that your words mean nothing. And a mind that doesn't trust its owner will not follow their direction. This is why discipline matters. Not as punishment, but as alignment. Discipline is choosing your future self over your current impulses. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency. 10 minutes of focused effort daily will outperform 1 hour of chaos. The mind doesn't need force. It needs structure, and structure creates freedom. Here's another truth most people resist. You don't need to find your purpose. You need to remove distractions. Purpose isn't something you chase. It reveals itself when the noise fades. Silence is uncomfortable because it forces you to face yourself. That's why people stay busy. Busy feels productive, but often it's avoidance in disguise. Sit with silence long enough, and clarity emerges. You begin to hear what actually matters. And once you know what matters, decisions become simpler. Not easier, but simpler. You stop asking, what feels good right now? And start asking, what moves my life forward? That question alone separates leaders from followers. Let's be clear. Motivation will fade. Emotion will fluctuate. But systems remain. Build systems that support the person you want to become. Sleep properly. Move your body. Feed your mind with quality input. Your environment shapes your behavior more than willpower ever will. Change your environment, and discipline becomes easier. And finally, understand this. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are simply waking up. Every moment of awareness is progress. Every conscious choice compounds. And the moment you realize you can step outside your thoughts, outside fear, outside limitation, that's the moment your life truly begins.